What's going on, everybody? In this video we will be looking at Benjyfishy and one of his games for the Benjyfishy tournament. Now the biggest things that I want you to focus on when watching this gameplay is first of all is piece control. If you don't know what piece control is, it is basically setting pieces around you so you control the area. The other thing is his insane mechanics. Obviously you need to put a lot of time into the game, but just see how quick he is with all of his edits, all of his builds. He knows how to utilize right hand peek. Extremely good both with his piece control and his mechanics. Let's get right into it. Okay, first of all, look how fast that is.
Please, let me
That's just ridiculous.
Please. Yeah, I think I'm chilling.
Alright, so look, you see how many builds he has. Now I'm showing you this, and then later I'm going to be showing you an actual... Well, I'm going to be showing you the end game of one of his games during the Benjyfishy Cup. But right here, just look at this. In this house, he contains most of the pieces. So you'll see. He'll get into tight situations, and he'll be able to run away and cover himself because he owns most of the pieces in that house. That's what you call piece control. That was nice. See, it's about knowing the game too. He knew that...
Hey, this guy's so fucking annoying.
He knew that the wall was weak, and as soon as the guy shot it, he can shoot back and hit him for some damage.
He's going up now. Like, man.
Right hand peek. Unlucky. Unlucky again, he lost sight of him. But that's why you try to hold those pieces.
Not good. That is not good.
Right hand peek. You're always trying to utilize that right hand peek.
Like, fuck off, man.
Now look at this right here. See, he's able to get out of the situation, run through all his builds, reset it. So that guy right there either has to shoot through or pickaxe or something to get through all those builds.
I think it's the most.
It's not going to happen. That's why he gave up on it and he didn't pursue. Just too many builds. That's the point of piece control.
He's not allowed to run away. If he runs away now, I'm going to be so triggered. No, surely not.
That was nice.
No!
And he got a little too greedy with it.
Man.
But that initial peek was really nice where he jumped up and caught him. That was really nice. But you like how he did, you got to do it all in one movement. You got to edit, jump, and then shoot right away. You can't wait. Otherwise, it makes you a little bit too predictable.
No, the problem is, right? If I don't get zone and zone's up here, I'm going to get focused by the entire server. That's the problem.
Very true. Very true, and that's very smart by him. Because there's half the zone is on a mountain, half of it isn't. You don't want to be caught at the bottom part of that mountain. You want to try to move sooner rather than later so you don't get focused for easy kills. Because like how he moved early, other people are still adjusting and he's able to get in there with only one guy shooting at him. Those are nice shots. You always want to be looking for that damage. That guy could have easily been lower health, and he could have got a kill out of it. You always got to test it. You always got to see. And also, a lot of people know this, but for those of you who don't, when you edit walls and then reset them, they're pretty clear. So you can see through them while they're restacking. That is a good thing to do, especially with walls and ramps. Now, of course, you see what he's doing right now with the cone. That's another kind of pro move. A lot of people know it, but for those who don't, if you get up there, you can edit without actually editing the cone. You could go into edit mode and see through the cone. But see, that's why right there he was editing then re-editing the wall.
I'm gonna fight this guy.
So you could see through it. So you gotta learn how to tunnel. Obviously, him doing that, he knows how to tunnel, makes it easier for him. And he's always looking for those, like those shots right there.
Got beam, bro.
So you can get a kill. There it is.
Give me that.
And then he's out. This is kind of sketchy, but luckily for him, there's still 35 people, so he wasn't getting focused. But if there's less people, obviously you can get focused and shot down. Using that low launch pad. With a lot of noise like this, it is good to tunnel out and have as many builds as you can. See, this is piece control right here. People aren't in that area, so he's going to take it. Just so if anyone drops into that area, like how he did right there, he is able to have the advantage over him. Another low launch pad. So the reason you do those low launch pads is so you get a direct line to where you want to go instead of popping up and kind of floating first, because then it makes it a little bit easier to get shot down. If you do the low launch pads, you kind of do a direct line. It's a little bit harder to pick you off. Nice kill. So you gotta grab the mats. And then you'll see here, he'll try to keep height as much as he can. He's got a very good amount of mats, and he's going to utilize that launch pad as well. But he's got a good amount of mats to stay on height. Oof. That was nice right there. So right there, what you saw is that he rocketed it, and then he shotgunned it because he knew that the floor was weak enough to be able to do that. And then the rocket went through, killed him. The mechanics. You gotta know how to be able to do this stuff to be able to move effectively. Nice. Yeah, he's gotta try to clear some of that debris out of the way so you can see people. There he is. See, there's one guy. There's got to be two guys down there as well. Two more. It's clearing room. He's kind of shooting where he's predicting that they're going to be. And I mean, he's pretty spot on. I mean, the circle's pretty small, so there's only so much space and so much area that this guy can possibly hide in. Nice. Nice shot. As soon as he broke that,
I've got so many rockets,
he
bro.
shotgunned him. Obviously using the Tifu Classic to keep height. If he found that little spot where he didn't build.
Shit.
Obviously, the guy on the ground wasn't turtling up, so he was able to sneak that rocket in there and get the kill. Now, obviously, there's a lot you can learn from Benji. He's super fast, so it might be a little hard to keep up with him and what he's actually doing. But what he does really, and I mean really, really well, is piece control. Obviously, his mechanics are sound. You see how fast he builds. how on target he is with his shots. But piece control is what sets these pros like him apart from just average Joes. Obviously, in the first few minutes of this VOD review, you saw him control that pretty much control the whole house. You want to be able to do that, of course, if the mats allow you to, but you want to be able to do that so you can choose when you want to engage and choose when you want to disengage, not the other way around. You don't want to be kind of stuck in no man's land trying to get shots and shoot someone who has the control of the whole area. You know, you want to put as much in your advantage as possible. Now, what you can get from the last few minutes of this VOD review where he's playing late game is how he turtles up when he's low, but he looks to be able to pick people off. As soon as he gets the chance for height, he takes it. Launch pads. Make sure you work on the that low launch pad technique where you put the ramp behind you so you kind of dart into the area that you want to go to instead of popping up and floating there so everyone can shoot you. And then obviously at the very end right there, extremely well done. He used the Tfue Classic to keep height, but while staying close enough to his opponent so he could kind of see where he is and sneak in that rocket at the end. Very well done. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with a buddy. I'm going to be trying to do these VOD reviews weekly. Next week, I'm going to be doing Scoped, but let me know who else you want me to do in the comment section down below. Hope you all have a great day.